Cheers, friends, and welcome back to Fallout 4. These are the adventures of Candy. Now, I'm the Bonsai Butterfly, and in our last episode, we stopped here at the Old North Church. We had been following the Freedom Trail, and it led us to this location. Now, there's a couple things I need to make note of, just so you're aware. We did go back to Fort Hagen and looted that place dry. Everything we could grab, including the Covert Operations Manual, the Guns and Bullets magazine, and the Energy Weapons bobblehead. So, if you thought I missed them, I didn't. I just love combat, and I kind of get, a little distracted, but rest assured, I did go back and get those. Also, we went to the Cambridge Police Station and looted that place up as well, and we did a little bit of work on our settlements to get them up a little higher. Now, let's see what we can do here. We're going to head on in. Now, I don't necessarily need this weapon, but we're going to go on in. Let's get in first-person mode. It's sneaky. Yeah. Okay. Now, she still doesn't have anybody with her. She didn't bring anybody along. But let's head in there and meet these people from the railroad. Now, I did add a new mod, and we're going to discuss that mod in this video, this episode. It's an ending mod called Subversion, the Institute Railroad Alliance alternate ending. And it has lots of, there are going to be ramifications that we're going to need to take care of in this playthrough. We'll be discussing that a little bit more, but in the meantime, let's just head on in here. Let's see what's going on in this place. Yeah, there are some bad creatures in here. There's a few walkers. I'm gonna wake the whole place up here in a minute. And she can't shoot worth a darn. Yeah, there's some more over there. Shoot them in their wiggly little heads. Look at them all walking around. All the little pips. A bottle cap. Yeah, we'll take that stuff. Now, you can see this guy up here. And down he goes. There's another one right there. Look at that guy. Oh, that was a good shot. He looks like he's like, he took it like a trooper. Yeah. All right, then let's head on up here real quick. That's right. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, there's one. And that's a level up, my friends. Now, I'm going to say that we have indeed leveled up already with this character. I kind of did do a little bit further. And I didn't include this in my videos, or at least in my playthrough. I just kind of did it. But we're going to do it now because it's important that we contact the members of all of the factions in Fallout 4. And that will become apparent later on in this playthrough. Because, Candy's got a role to play here. She needs to take care of a few things. Oh, look at him. He was like, I'm coming up there. I'm going to get you. Come on, hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Boy, I'll tell you that Vats is potato today. Yeah. And so, there we go. Now we're in danger from a few folks downstairs. We're not too worried about those. I can hear him slap happy around, right? Oh, there's one. Yeah. Okay. So we see the lantern, and that means we go in this direction. Follow the lantern light. Yeah. Let's turn on the flashlight. Yeah, this alternate ending is very curious to me. But we're gonna have to do a few things to continue with Candy's RP. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Have to make sure. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Turn around. Ah, there you go. There you go. It was a pathetic life you were living, wiggling around down here. Underground. Not cool, man. Oh, that's a tough one to hit, right? Let's see if we can get him to turn around. Oh, no, he's not turning around. He's just going down. Oh, right. Well, did I say potato? I meant potato. Yeah. What do we got in there? We're gonna take that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Mole rat teeth. Yeah. So on we go. Oh, there's a friend right there. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Goodbye. Oh my. Now you have to remember, of course, that these ghouls, these walkers, these zombies, used to be people. And a lot of them were alive from before the war. And they just been sitting around with their brains rotting away for centuries. So, it's a shame. I mean, that guy could have been called Steve. This could be Esmeralda right here. It could be. That, you know, could very well. You know, that's Veronica right there. You know? And she was someone's loved one at the time. So, all right then, let's see. Oh, I see. So let's spin this around a little bit.
Huh. It spins.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yes, yes, Candy. R.
Oh, so it starts with R.
A. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. R-O. We need that A. Come on now. Get the A. A. And lastly, of course, my friends, D. And that does it.
There we go.
Yes. And there it is. Now, we did level up, and I'm not going to take that right now, because it's moot at this point. And you'll see why in just a second. Let's turn off our light and walk on in for the dramatic...
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends.
Huh.
We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear.
Well, good.
Who told you how to contact us?
Well, you know.
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow. Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal out
Oh,
there.
yes, yes. That's true.
Glad someone noticed.
You know, you're practically famous. The railroad owes you a crate, hell, a truckload of Nuka-Cola for what you did to Kellogg.
Oh, yeah.
He was our public enemy #1.
And he's dead.
So you're vouching for her?
Yes, trust me. She's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
Well, you know, I kind of want to fight the Institute. Yeah. Yeah, and actually saving synths is what she's all about more than anything.
You help synths? I want to lend a hand.
There's a procedure for people who want to help the railroad. And showing up unannounced isn't it.
Oh, I see.
I followed the only lead I had.
Well, hopefully nobody else crashes this party.
Jeez.
If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Absolutely.
I risk my life for people every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. You said you wanted to save synths. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Huh. Okay. So now we've reached the railroad, huh? Let's have a chat with Glory.
Hey.
Saw some of your work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from
Ooh.
something I can't get into. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true, I'd like you on our team.
All right. Well, that sounds cool. Yeah, you don't believe Deacon?
What, you don't believe Deacon?
Given what I saw, yeah. He might be the real deal. I know Dez said we don't got room. But talk to Deacon. I'm sure he's got an angle. He always does.
All right, so it's imperative that Candy...
You didn't see anything suspicious coming in, right?
What? You mean suspicious?
Hey.
Can't wait to get out of this place. Gives me the creeps.
Yeah, it's a crypt, buddy. It's a crypt. So, it's important that Candy contact all the members of all of the factions here because this alternate ending bears with a lot of these things, these factions especially.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Okay.
Do you really have to be so cagey?
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate our enemy's capabilities, it's game over. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Right on.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Right. So now she's contacted the head of the Minutemen. She has contacted the railroad. Desdemona is the leader here. She has contacted the Brotherhood of Steel, but was reluctant in helping them. But now she's thinking she should probably get in touch with him, especially when that giant airship flew over Fort Hagen. That represents a danger. We'll get into a little bit more RP once we leave the church here. And what I'm going to do is, since I'd already done this in my playthrough and advanced pretty far along, what I'm going to do is head outside. And we're going to discuss this Subversion, the Institute Railroad Alliance alternate ending. Now, I haven't played it, so I'm not sure what to expect, though from the description, it seemed very interesting. Yeah, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to load a different save. This one right here. So she is at level 34 in this ending, or I mean in this load, in this file. So I've done a lot of things ahead of time. I have improved some of the settlements, that kind of thing. Did a little bit of battle, defended them, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to get too far ahead on everything. But there are some things that we need to consider. And I think a little bit of RP and justification on what Candy is doing now. You can see the sign behind her says Human Preserve. See them in their natural habitat. Yes. This is a preserve for human beings. There are 3 so far in the Commonwealth. Let me take a look at the map and show you where those are. They are Sanctuary, Abernathy Farm, and Red Rocket Truck Stop. Those 3 so far are where humans are basically allowed to be. They're taken care of. Their lives are in good shape. Right? They're defended, and they have food and water and all the necessities in life. However, they are not allowed to live in the houses. Those are historic monuments, you see. She doesn't want humans to have high-tech, so yes. No high-tech weaponry. Ballistic weaponry only. The park ranger over there named Preston Garvey, he has the only energy weapon allowed here. We have a small store, but humans are not allowed to form corporations. They're not allowed to show greed. They live here peacefully, raising their own food, living their lives, being defended from outside influences, etc. And that's what we want to have happen. Now, this is their little recreation center, where they have a pool table, you know, a few other goods, odds and ends, that kind of thing. Beds and stuff, and she's furnished beds for them. Now, this building here is the park office. Humans are allowed to live here. Yeah. And a dog, too. This place here is Candy's office. Basically, this is her first office here in the Commonwealth. As you can see, she's decorated it up with a few goodies, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Right? Codsworth is a follower now. He's following Candy around. There we go. She loves kitty cats, and she's got all the mounted critters on her wall. So, basically, what she's done is allow human beings very little in the way of military, because the military destroyed the planet with nuclear war. She doesn't want them being greedy and having lots of money and wealth. That causes corruption. Humans can't be trusted with these things, right? Because in the past, humans dropped the bombs, destroyed the planet. Humans imprisoned Candy against her will and froze her for 2 centuries. Humans also infiltrated that same vault, kidnapped her son, and killed her husband. And it hasn't gone well since then. And Candy, well, she wants to make sure that's no longer the case with humans, that they live peacefully, that they don't destroy the planet any further, that all these lawns and this dream of what the pre-war people wanted, living in wonderful suburbs with nice grass lawns, well, it didn't work out so well for the human beings, for human species, so she's basically made this a farm. Right. Now, that's not the only one, and let's go take a look, and let's discuss this end game, this new mod that I put in, and I've mentioned it twice already. In that, basically the outcomes of all of the factions are different from the ending that is normally in Fallout 4. You can change things, but you need to be and have contacted the leaders of all of the factions before you actually get into the Institute, as much as possible. Now, this is a human slum. See how they suffer. And this is reminiscent of what people were going through with all of the shortages, the plagues, all the horrible things that were going on before the war. They have farms, they have plenty of water, not much electricity, and shortages exist. So she's trying to remind people of what has occurred in the past.
It's like I can finally think.
And there's our boy Sheffield. Now, the last one, and we're going to head over there now. So, Candy needs to get in touch with the Brotherhood of Steel. They scare her. These military guys need to be stopped. They're too militant. And they've come into her territory, the Commonwealth. And she does not need that sort of thing happening in her world. And here we have a human farm. See how they grow your food. These 3 farms supply food for all the other settlements, and those settlements need yet to be completed. Right. So, what's Candy going to do? Well, Candy is going to keep people and human beings from having high tech. She's heard about the Institute, highly technological but scary, apparently replacing people with synthetic folks, killing innocent civilians and replacing them with synths to spy on people in the Commonwealth. That will not fly. Also, they are creating synthetic people with free will who wish to be left alone and free from being enslaved. They are not any longer property. Any more than human beings can be property, these things are made with free will, and if the Institute wanted to have robots, they could have robots. Just like we have Codsworth. And just like she can create as many of those robots as she'd like, the Institute needs to chill on that stuff. So, that is the plan. Now, to do that, let's take a look. Now, she did level up. We did do that. But let's take a look at her abilities and see where she needs to go. Basically, her intelligence is very high. Now, to accomplish our goals in this playthrough, we need to get nuclear physicists so that we can build advanced technological power sources. Yes, that's one thing. Also, getting luck a little higher is also something we're looking forward to doing. Critical Banker, 4-leaf clover, etc. and so on. But, this ending is a very political ending, and she needs to be as charismatic as possible before we go to the Institute. So for the next few levels, we're going to be putting points in to get us all the way down to Charisma 10. And she's going to wear every single piece of charismatic clothing, armor, etc., whenever she is around the leaders of the 4 factions. Now, we're not going to do a Minuteman ending because Candy does not believe that humans should be spreading out and forming their own coalitional government. She feels that that's been tried, and that was nothing but a disaster. So, what is she going to do? Well, we need to formulate that plan. So I want you to stay tuned for future episodes to see what exactly this mod has in store for us. In the meantime, she's going to be contacting the Brotherhood of Steel. She's going to basically ingratiate herself into the railroad, and when possible, as soon as possible, get herself into the Institute and find out who they are and what they're doing. So, we have our standing orders. We know where we're going with this role-playing playthrough. And I hope you guys join us for that. I've been the Bonsai Butterfly. You are all awesome. Cheers, my friends.